Our normal greetings for the day, I guess. So if you'll just help me along. Marhaba.
Marhaba.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Privyat. I'm going for the simpler one. I'll upgrade to the actual one. Mabuhay. Salamat pagi.
Salamat.
Salamat. Alrighty, good. Again, IQI global company, so we obviously have generally greetings from around the globe. Today's topic, I'll be very quick before we introduce our guest for the day. I think maybe most of you have seen. Simply, it's a small note which I thought we'll share here today. It's about how we all have certain mindsets while we go about our professional lives and our personal lives. And if you are looking obviously to improve yourself with what you're doing, then there are certain habits, certain points that you can elaborate on for your personal lives, for your professional lives, and improve your efficiency as you go along. I'll make it really quick again, like I said. A lot of us go through challenging times where we feel that perhaps things are not working along for us the way they should be. We look at a lot of people who are having success in their lives the way we see it. Now, the tagline was 8 habits of becoming a millionaire. That does not necessarily mean that I'm talking about dollars or dirhams or currency values. I'm looking at how you can change your mindset, improve your mindset in terms of behaving like a person who has all the benefits available to them, be it professionally or personally. So this is not a textbook thing where you say, okay, fine, I do these 4, 5, 6, 7 things, automatically I'll become a millionaire. You can, but then there is a process that you will obviously keep on following. One question, I guess all of us think about it at one point or the other, that the rich are getting rich. What about me? Anybody thinks why that happens if you have actually had that belief?
Money make money.
Okay, well said. Well said. Now see, simply the thing is, it's what a lot of people call or they define it as mindset. When you adopt a certain mindset in terms of how you're going to be conducting your daily routine for work, how are you going to be putting in best practices in your personal life, so you're going to be getting into the mindset of thinking like a millionaire and operating like one, rather than what we term or what we classify as middle class. Again, the secret of getting rich is not the mechanics of money. It is the values and the level of thinking that you're going to adopt, that you're going to put into practice, and that will hopefully make you think like a rich person, which will manifest onto itself. First and foremost, we need to see money as energy, not money as a need or money probably even as a commodity. Money is an energy form that if you understand how to utilize that energy for yourself, obviously you start moving ahead in the right direction. Very simple example, a lot of people, 9 to 5 jobs, working for 20, 30, 40 years. One fine morning you get up and you realize it's time for me to retire. What do I have to show for it? However, when you are going to be thinking, as we say, as a wealthy person or as a person who behaves and thinks as a millionaire, automatically you're going to be taking a certain amount of risk, and hopefully if those risks pay off, you will be not just financially but otherwise also the frame of mind that you'll be having will be a whole lot more positive. So the call to action that probably you can do is, if you start considering money as an energy form, it will be simply find a mentor, find somebody who you know has done good work, successful work. Talk to them, learn from them. Hopefully they should be able to share their tips and secrets with you. You incorporate those practices and you become a better version of yourself. A lot of people say you do not have a master's degree, you can't get rich. You do not have a PhD. I'm not sure how many people agree with this point, but me personally, I don't agree with it at all. I think the photo says it all. We don't have to say anything else. The success ratio of this particular gentleman, I'm sure you've read it, the number of times he got rejected for a simple job at KFC, the number of startups that he made, failed, and then finally ended up the position where he is. Obviously, yes, that's one of his very favorite saying that he put across, that we have children, we have family. Make sure that they learn and they have enough time to learn skills about life rather than pushing them always to go for grade A, grade B, grade C. Even if the kids do that, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But then everybody is not equal. All five fingers are different. So we have to develop this trait in the children, and for us as professionals, we need to be adaptive enough to learn new skills from time to time. When we were just talking, we used to do sales initially, 15 years ago? 15 years ago, the skill set was entirely different in doing sales. Nowadays, the skill set is online and so on and so on. After 5 years, it will change again. So you need to be ready to take new skills on, learn them, practice them, and hopefully it will make you better. Another tip for doing that will be for another famous personality, Dr. Bill Gates, Mr. Bill Gates, simply, that what he does, reading is our age-old and proven formula of learning new things, improving yourself in terms of whatever capacity you can generate, and then hopefully moving forward. Again, this is one point that you guys can obviously do. Google has a lot of free online courses. There are a lot of other mediums where you can go and learn about sales. And once you start doing that, hopefully you'll be on the right track. Most importantly, stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone is working in a different time slot. There are some people who will attain something professionally, personally in their 20s. Maybe somebody else will get it in their 30s and 40s. Like Colonel Sanders of KFC, he actually, I think at the age of 60, 65, 66. So everybody has a different time set. Don't compare yourself to others. If you do that, you will give up on living. Let's not do that. What we do is we learn from other people, our colleagues, our industry peers, see what they are doing right, incorporate it, keep your mindset positive so that you know that you are not a loser, you are a positive person, the platform you have works for you, and then you move ahead in trying to. Again, a couple of key words I'll just simply put across. You have to work on developing a value for yourself. That will come only when you install the belief in yourself, that you have the belief. Along with that, the belief translates into a behavior which hopefully manifests onto the target or the dreams that you have set out for yourself. They can be 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, depend on what your goal is. A simple exercise here. We all do groceries. Maybe we can see if we can change our mindset by simply handling how do we manage our grocery bills. The word manifest is very, very commonly used, but if you actually understand what it stands for, it's a very powerful word. When you say manifest like a millionaire, it doesn't mean that you have a saving of 10,000 dirhams and you go and splash it out all in one night. No. But it basically means that you start using that particular, if I may say, savings or whatever, and plan it out so that it works for your benefit. A lot of people say money is the source of evil. It's not. It's actually a source of good. It depends on person to person. There are the person who are fundamentally positive oriented, and there are people who are, let's say, not so positively oriented. So when you have the power of money behind your back, that particular trait of yours will grow ahead. And then there will be people who may classify as not being positive or negative or evil, but at the same time there are people who use money for a greater good, who make sure that people around them, societies, communities flourish and benefit from them. So it boils down essentially to who you are as a person, and that is what you should be looking at to improve. So let's not look into the negative sides of what money can do. It's actually the people themselves who are good or not so good. This medium of money is simply a manifestation of a particular personality. The money itself is not good, not to be classified in any gender, positive or negative. So if you have your beliefs in place that you are going to be going and striving to be a better person than probably what you were 10 years ago or 5 years ago, then this particular coin of being a millionaire sits well with you. Learn to manage your money. That's something which we learn every day and again. You have to learn to manage your money. Now again, simply, how do you learn to manage your money? You treat it as a commodity. You have to figure out how that money is going to assist you in getting to your goals, but without throwing it all away. How do you do that? Take on courses. Talk to people who you feel have the knowledge. They can impart and share that knowledge with you. Great. But do keep in mind that whatever processes that you will adopt, there are going to be a lot of bumps on it. It's not going to be a smooth ride. It never is. Do not give up. You have to make sure that the company you are in is the right set, the people who are going to hopefully help you out and make you grow. And once that happens, you will be able to educate yourself properly. You will be in the frame of mind to take those calculated risks at the correct time and then benefit from them. Another important thing is what a lot of people say, you only live once, and all that terminology. That holds value to a large extent, but again, you should learn to love the money in portions, not all of it now. So the time that you have on planet Earth, nobody knows. But again, if you are able to focus on division of the funds that is available to you, then I guess your mindset is already like a millionaire. There are a certain amount of funds that you will obviously save from whatever income you're getting. There are a certain amount of funds that you will invest onto yourself, to educate yourself, to improve yourself. And then there are certain funds that you keep to reward yourself. See, again, ultra wealthy people, they're always looking to double or triple their earnings or their income so that they can enjoy the good life. How do they double or triple their income? Educate themselves. They don't just go around and throw money left, right, center without doing the research. They do a lot of research, they do a lot of planning, and then they do a lot of allocation of funds so that they make sure that when they put in 10%, 5%, 15% of their resources, they can probably get double, if not more. Again, saving is important, but you have to develop the habit of growing your money. If you can do that, then hopefully the life you're going to be living only once will be worth it. Again, I'm using the word making manifesting money fun. When we talk about money, a lot of people get into sad faces. My God, I lost a deal. My God, I didn't do that. I lost that. It's something which is fundamentally happening from our school days, which is, I don't think, the correct thing. You should treat money as a commodity, but as a fun commodity, something which can do good for you, not something which is going to turn into a liability for you. Simply, again, I know there's a lot of text, so simply I'm just keeping it very simple. It's about, third time I'm saying, how you educate yourself in learning how to use that commodity for a good cause, for a better cause. Biggest thing that you can educate yourself on is basically how to use logic in terms of utilizing this commodity. Do not get your emotions involved. Use it as a commodity which can benefit you again. And if you are able to learn this trick, if you're able to emphasize on this particular tool, key line will be use your logic to dictate your financial strategy and use your emotions to motivate yourself positively. Negativity is something that we all can do without. So let's just keep it off the table. Okay, this is something which you can even catchphrase into different, that get out of your comfort zone, think out of the box, and so on. I'm just simply putting it as, is being comfortable more than enough? For some people it is, that's fine. For a lot of people it's not, which is again a good thing. Now when you have certain goals that are short term, you've achieved those goals and then you just let go, society automatically starts classifying you as middle class, because you've achieved your goals, you're not planning to push any further, you're happy with what you have. If that works for you, great, there's nothing wrong with it. But then again, if you want to have the mentality of a person who considers and behaves of themselves as millionaires, you need to go a step further. The need for comfort can be devastating, whether you are 15 years old, 45 or 65, depends. Again, you can make a list of few things today whenever you have time. Like I said, irrespective of whatever our age is, there are certain goals that we're all planning for ourselves for a year or 6 months or 2 years. Make a list of those things and start with baby steps to see whether or not they are achievable or not. Most importantly in the end is basically don't focus on the money. Don't focus on the success that you should hopefully be getting. Do not focus on the end results as of now. Do not focus on getting a particular promotion. Just focus on the process. The process is morning 9 o'clock you have to be in the office, or 7 o'clock you have to be in the office. Be there. That is the process which will help you to get to that particular stage, get to that particular target, which will eventually turn you into a millionaire. Once you get the process in place, the process of making money automatically comes to you. The process of making things happen on time will automatically come forward. Eventually, the process of getting a position or achieving your targets becomes second nature. It's no big deal. The process of success, that is eventually what we all define ourselves, that how successful are we going to be, how successful are we now. I guess these are the simple baby steps that if you follow up with, the process is actually in your control. That is the only thing which is in your control. So if you are able to peak it and make it really, really, really sublime, I'm sure everybody can be classified simply as millionaires. All right? So once again, thank you. I've not seen anybody talk to me about this as of now. You should, like I said, please go on to these sites, start experimenting with them. If you have an Instagram account, like I went and saw ahead, think about ways that you can, like I said, experiment with them. Think about content that you can build up. Discuss with Diana, discuss with me, see how we can hopefully propel it and get some business rolling. That is the process that we just spoke about. All right? So once again, thank you. Very quickly,